welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video on November's Boxycharm. I know it's kind of weird I'm doing in November and I have short sleeves on, but it's hot in my house. So I am doing November's Boxycharm this month, and I'm going to do a try on as well as a haul of obviously what's in this box. So if you want to see what's in this box and how they look or how they wear, then just keep watching. So this month's box is themed on sweater weather, so everything hopefully should be for like a winter-ish theme. Since November is practically winter, I consider it winter. So one thing in this box that I'm not going to try on, only because I have makeup on and so I really don't want to try it on top of that, are these. It's by K&C Beauty and they are the collagen lip masks. It's an innovative jelly mask for your lips that hydrate, moisturize, plump your palette with natural ingredients. And they retail for $15. And it does come with 3. It looks like it's supposed to condition, moisturize, hydrate, and plump. Basically, it says you're supposed to put this on to clean lips for 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. So I think this would be really good. Where I live, it's really dry all the time, and winter especially, so I have really bad dry skin, and so my lips are always cracked, it feels like, even if I put chapstick on. So these would probably be really nice for me. Like I said, because I have makeup on, I'm not going to do it, but I'm definitely excited about those. Alright, we are going to go with the next product, which is by Luxie, and it is a quad eye travel set. So it comes with 4 brushes. So the card says, take your eye game on the go with this quad travel set created with handcrafted synthetic brushes. Why can I not talk? So these are the brushes. They're super cute and they're super tiny, which I think would be awesome for traveling, and I don't mind the small handle that much. So here are the 3 brushes. You have what looks a couple of blender brushes, a flat powder brush, which it's pretty thick, so this wouldn't be very good for packing on like an intense like highlighted color, or not highlighted, like a glittery shadow, but it still would be decent. And then they have a flat edged like definer kind of one, which would be really nice for the under eye. So we're gonna try these because this Boxycharm also comes with an eyeshadow palette. So this is the Winky Lux Kitten palette. So this retails for $25. It says that they are ultra soft shadows that glide on like a dream. It features highly pigmented shadows in 4 finishes: holographic, satin, matte, and glitter. This is what the palette itself looks like. The shade holographic looks really pretty. So they have the names on the back and they are pretty cute. It's Purr, Duchess, Strut, Holographic, 9 Lives, Cat Eye, Romeo, Cheshire, and Boots. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use this eyeshadow palette, and we're gonna use the brushes that come with this as much as we can. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, and this makeup I have been wearing all day. I do work a full-time job, so it's kind of crusty and needs revitalized. But with that being said, I already have eyeshadow, like just a flat color base, blah, blah, blah. I just have a bone shadow on top of my lids because I never have time in the morning. So I am just going to leave what's already there because it was already primed with concealer and then put a base shadow on. So I'm just going to grab though this shade, which is Duchess. It's a light bone shade, and I'm going to use the 213T brush, and I'm just going to use that and put it on my eyelids just to make sure I didn't have any creasing throughout the day with the bone shadow from before. So then I'm going to take the shade Strut, this side. It is just a nice like neutral tan color. It's kind of warm. So I'm going to use the shade Strut, and I'm going to use this 227 brush and try to blend with that. Okay, one thing I do notice that I actually really like, and my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette does this as well. When you apply the same shadow in the same spot over and over, the color actually starts to deepen. I really like when it does that because it helps, for me, it helps define the crease without having to change shades. So this did do that on the Strut shade, which I do actually like. If that's not something you like, then you probably wouldn't like that this does this, and then just don't apply that much. So then I'm just gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna go in, man, I really wish there was another shade. There's not. So I would typically like to go in with another shade that's just slightly darker, but there isn't one, so I'm just gonna go in with the darkest brown, which is Boots, and I'm just gonna lightly put that on so it's not as intense right away. Alright, so I really want to play with the shade Holographic. However, I should have thought of that before I started, because that shade, it won't really go with this very well. I mean, it will, but it won't. I would have rather done it with like the more red shades. So because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the really pretty color Cat Eye, which is like an intense, like a deep bronzy gold, and I'm just gonna put that on my lids. Because of this kind of shade, I like to use these with a really nice flat thin brush. So I'm actually gonna use my MAC 242 brush to put this on, and I'm not gonna wet this. Alright, that one is pretty shadowy, it's got a lot of fallout, but that's pretty typical, I feel like, with these kind of like glittery, shiny, shimmery, satin-ish colors. So this was without putting any, or without spraying my brush at all. I did notice if you take a lot on your brush and like just literally push it in, it actually gives you a nice effect that wetting your brush would have. So I think it's still a really pretty color. It is a lot darker than I thought. It actually pretty much matches the pan, which is not typical a lot of times. I've noticed with these kind of colors. A lot of times they'll look really dark in the pan, and most of the time they have more gold in them. This definitely has gold, but I feel like it's almost more like an orange bronze gold, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, so for my bottom, I'm just gonna go in with this brush that I have. I don't even know what it is because it's all scratched off, but I'm gonna use the shade Strut on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to add a little bit of that brown Boots shade. I'm going to go in with the 221T brush, the flat definer brush that they included, and I'm going to get that brown on that. And I am going to use this for the bottom, really close to my waterline. And then I'm actually going to use this to tightline the top as if it had liner on. So that's all I'm going to do for this eye look. I'm just going to keep it really basic because it's the end of the night. I feel like that's always my excuse, but whenever I film, it's the end of the night and I'm not doing anything, or it's a weekend and I'm not doing anything. So far with the shades that I use, they do seem really nice, really blendable, good coverage for sure. Overall, I think this is a really good palette. The next thing I have is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This retails for $31. It is a quick drying setting spray that sets makeup for all-day wear and imparts instant all-over illumination. It's alcohol-free, so it's not drying to the skin. Perfect for all skin tones and types. Shake well before use. So this is what it looks like, which I know with my lights it's kind of hard, so I will insert a picture here. It's so pretty. Like, I love the packaging, how it's kind of like illuminating, which you'll probably see in the picture because my lights won't like it for picturing it. But I love the packaging. Alright, let's test the spray. That's what. Wow. That's a nice spray. Alright, let's spray this on me. It smells weird. I don't necessarily hate the smell, but it's not amazing. I actually do see an instant glow. Like, I have highlighter on, but actually I don't have highlighter here and that's glowing. I do see illuminating, but oh god, the spray is so weird. Like, I feel like I used double what I normally use because I couldn't feel it. You know, the other ones, they practically drench your face, and maybe that's not a good thing and they shouldn't, but they do. And so this one, I literally barely felt it. Like, it was just like a light mist. It was weird, but I don't know, I'm not mad at it. The last thing is the LA QA & Co. I don't know how to say that. It is their Cloud Lips. It retails for $17, and it is an airy matte lipstick that provides full coverage but feels as light as a cloud. This highly pigmented lipstick has a matte finish for long-lasting, fluffy, pouty lips that stay put. Wow. When I first got my Boxycharm, I did pull out everything to see what it is so that I could know what to do with the try-on. And I did put this on the back of my hand to see the color, because this is the color. It looks really dark. It looks like a espresso brown, in all honesty. So I put it on the back of my hand, which I'm not going to do, but it lasted for 2 days, I think. Of me consistently washing it. I scrubbed it the first time that I put it on and was scrubbing it to try to get it off, and it wouldn't fully come off, and then like a soft like residue of it stayed on for probably 3 days. But I'm gonna put this on. This is in the shade Storm. So like I said, it retails for $17, so we're gonna try this. My lips are extremely dry, like I mean cracking dry everywhere, so I don't know how well this is gonna work just because my lips are bad. So the twist is at the bottom, and then it twists up. And we're gonna attempt this because it's pretty fat. So, no. Obviously, when you see the package, this looks like a deep espresso, and I'm just gonna put it on my hand. But it looks like a deep espresso color, and when you put it on, it's actually like a deep burgundy, why can't I say that? It's like a deep burgundy, rose, reddish, I don't know. I rarely wear lips, anything, as you probably have noticed, and it's because my lip line is not symmetrical in places, and so it irritates me, and I'm really bad at trying to make them symmetrical. Especially because if I smile, my line is fine, but if I stop smiling, my line is not fine. So I always mess up, it's a given, but this is the kind of product that doesn't forgive mess ups. So like, what I mean is, if you accidentally smear it a little bit and you try to get it off, it just keeps coming and keeps moving and keeps going somewhere else, and like you can see, trying to clean it up, it just stains in a different spot on your skin. It's very patchy, and I don't know if it has to do with the color because it's so deep of a color, but it just seemed like if I tried to fix my edges, the intense deep color wipes off, and it's like a weird pinkish purple color. So for me, this is a no. I love the packaging. Wish it was a different color. Maybe like with nudes, this would be a really good product, but with deep colors, I don't like it. So let's add up the total of this box. Okay, so this box retails for $120, which for a $21 subscription is really nice. I will say that every single time because I love it. If you can't necessarily afford to always go out and get the most expensive new nice makeup, but you want to keep getting a variety of things, I love this. Overall, I think this box was a decent box. I do like the eyeshadow palette. I think it's a pretty good palette. The lipstick, I'm gonna say, is a bust, and the color, if it was a nude, I probably would actually like it. The formula seems pretty nice. Besides the patchiness, it does still feel pretty creamy. The lip masks, I think, is a good concept. I obviously didn't try them, so I don't know how they work, but the concept I do really like. I need hydrated lips. The setting spray, I don't know yet. I think the mist is weird, but it's not a bad weird. I just think it's weird. The illumination, I see it. It's not crazy intense, but I see it, so it does do that for me. And I don't know about, obviously, the longevity of it, but so far I do like that. And then the brushes. I didn't mention them because I was using them. Obviously, I didn't use the one that's angled. It's still clean, but Luxie brushes I always think are really soft and nice. The only thing I did not like is I understand that they are short for traveling, but for me, if I'm grabbing it closer because it's short, I'm putting more pressure, and so then I'm putting too much and it's too hard to build up softly. You can still do it, it's just, it makes it a little harder. But other than that, they are really nice brushes, and I do think for traveling it would be nice because they are small, but for me it's not a difference because I would take something like this to pack them in. And so for me, because I have these, I have a thin one and I have a bigger one, these would get lost in this, they're half the size of it. So I guess I would weigh your options if you would want these. Personally, I probably wouldn't, just because I have things like this. That's all I have for this video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. God, I got eyeshadow everywhere.